How's it going, everyone? In this video, I want to go over a couple of things. A big game might be going free-to-play soon. Splitgate, a free-to-play game as well. That game's official release has been delayed. However, the open beta will be persisting, so you can still play the game. Neo, The World Ends With You has gotten a launch trailer. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, according to player IGN PUBG Insider over on Twitter, leak, PUBG wants to go free-to-play. They're going to track player responses in a free-to-play week that's happening next month. Keep in mind, PUBG originally wanted to go free-to-play in 2019, but didn't get the player response they wanted from the 2019's free-to-play test. So this is pretty interesting for a lot of reasons. Now, PUBG is one of those Battle Royale, and I meme on Battle Royale games all the time, but PUBG I have a soft spot in my heart for because this was the game that I got super into. This was before the advent or the explosion of Fortnite, really. I was playing PUBG when it initially came out, and I was having a blast with it, obviously on PC. It was such a great time, and obviously it was a little bit janky and buggy here and there, but because of its unique experience, I was super into it, and I put hundreds and hundreds of hours into the game. I just thought it was fantastic. But that might be a little bit of nostalgia speaking. Obviously, I wouldn't go into the game now and get super into it like I was back in the day, but nonetheless, PUBG was a game, again, I have super fond memories of, but going free-to-play is something I feel like it needs to do. Look, it's already on PlayStation Now, I believe, so it's got that ready for it, and it's pretty accessible in that regard. However, Battle Royale games, I think, are going to be more effective as a free-to-play experience, especially if you're not attached to a very, very well-known IP, like a Battlefield. Like, when Battlefield comes out, if that Battle Royale is going to be a part of the experience, I don't think that's too big of a deal. Even Warzone, though, Call of Duty Warzone is a free download. They're going the free-to-play route, and PUBG being $30, yes, I get that they can generate a decent bit of revenue, but given the fact that you have so many premier competitors in Warzone, Apex Legends, Fortnite, telling people you gotta drop $30 or however much money is going to be a little bit of a hard sell. Obviously, all of those aforementioned Battle Royale games make money on the back end through microtransactions and things like that, so those are very, very successful games. And PUBG, while at one point it was immensely popular, it has kind of tapered off in its popularity for quite a while. Maybe from a financial standpoint, it would be best if they kept it pay to play. Like, I don't have their spreadsheets and their data boards of how much money they're making off of the, $30 that they're selling it for, but to me, it just seems like PUBG has lost a lot of its steam. Even a game like Apex Legends, that game had a lot of buzz in early 2019, and that tapered off for a while. It sometimes builds up momentum, then it tapers off again, builds up momentum, tapers off again. You guys get the deal. It's like, that's just kind of the deal with Battle Royale. It's a very fluid area of the gaming ecosystem right now because there is so much competition. I mean, we got Hunter's Arena Legends coming out next week. That's going to be a PlayStation Plus freebie, so from a PlayStation standpoint, that's going to have a little bit of buzz, at least on launch day, and let's see if that can persist in its availability in terms of people being online and it being a compelling experience to keep people hooked on it. It's just still pretty interesting in Battle Royale. Obviously, it doesn't seem like Battle Royale was like it was in like 2019, 2020, where it was like every freaking developer, studio, publisher, it's like, get a Battle Royale out there, get a Battle Royale, we'll put the Dying Light Battle Royale out there. It was just kind of wild how many Battle Royales we were getting. Now it seems like it has slowed down a little bit, but there's still a lot of new Battle Royales regularly coming out. So PUBG to be in that marketplace of, oh, you have to pay $30 to play this Battle Royale, it's a little bit of a hard sell. I know that there's been other Battle Royales that are pay to play, but how many of them have persisted for a long time? PUBG's done a pretty good job, but PUBG was also one of the very first ones that garnered a lot of traction right out of the gate, and I do think going free to play is going to help with its longevity. It's just, with a game like this, you have to consistently update it and keep people invested into the experience, because once the community wanes, the game itself is on its deathbed, and PUBG's definitely not there, not even close to being there, but that's just the reality of the situation for Battle Royale games in general. Alright, moving on to another free-to-play game. Splitgate is a game that is getting a lot of buzz right now. People are describing it Portal crossed with Halo, and that is always going to be something that worries me when people are comparing it to premier elite tier games like that, but Splitgate is a game that is being very, very well received. It was out on PC for quite a while, I believe going back to 2019 or early 2020, but Splitgate developers 1047 Games have announced that they will be delaying the full launch of the game into August, though they'll keep the open beta running in the meantime. And on top of that, I believe they're releasing new maps today, so it's, you know, there's new content dropping for the game. So if you're playing the open beta, you can continue playing the open beta, and the full release should be happening sometime in August. Hopefully this is a game that persists for a while as well, because a lot of the times free-to-play games come out on PlayStation, they get quite a bit of buzz initially, and then again, they taper off. That's the issue with these games like this. The initial buzz, great to have, and I'm happy for Splitgate that it does have that, but you have to maintain it, and that is really the difficult part. That is where it gets really dicey. I mean, look at Apex Legends. Apex Legends, I remember in early 2019, people were like, this is the game that's going to dethrone Fortnite. It's going to be the biggest battle royale ever, and for a little bit, it did look that way, but after that initial buzz wears off, that's where the tricky work begins, and that's where you have to really sustain that level of hype and investment from people, because, again, gaming is always going to be a what have you done for me lately kind of world, and in the case of Splitgate, what they have done lately for the consumer seems to be working, but let's hope that they can maintain that, and hopefully with the August official release, that will continue the trend. Lastly, I do want to let you guys know, Neo The World Ends With You has dropped today, now available for PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. It will be coming to PC via the Epic Games Store later this summer, and the launch trailer has dropped for the game. It is out now, and remember that the game is available for $50 on Amazon, and I know it's available $50 on Amazon, so I'll just leave it at that. So if you do want to get the game at a bit of a discount, you can do that. I was playing it last night. The game is great to me. I know some people aren't all in on the battle system, but I think the game is excellent. Really enjoying it, and probably going to be one of my favorite JRPGs of the year if it does maintain the quality level that so far I've been playing it at. I'm really enjoying it. Obviously, I'll say it again, I can't sing the praises of the OST enough. This very well could be OST of the year, because from that standpoint, music is tremendous, and in any JRPG, I feel like you have to get the music right, you have to get the OST on point, because that's like just an element of a JRPG that games are just getting right anyway. It's like it's a formality that the music is going to be really good. Like, look at Nier, look at the excellent music in that game, a lot of the Final Fantasies, even a Scarlet Nexus has pretty good music, and that wasn't one of the shining elements of that game. Probably the combat system was, but Neo World Ends With You, put all of the OSTs that are available this year, I think this ranks among the absolute tippy top, maybe even the top one by the end of the year. We'll see. There's more games coming out. Who knows how a Tales of Arise is going to turn out, or any of the other Western titles that are dropping, but if you're a fan of JRPGs, definitely a game to keep on your radar. Remember, you can watch the anime that is out. It's not the greatest anime in the world, but if you want a rundown on the story, there's videos on YouTube. You can play World Ends With You on your mobile phone for $16. You can play it on the Nintendo Switch for $60. But yeah, Neo The World Ends With You, obviously a follow-up, so bear that in mind. But that's going to wrap up this one. Again, PUBG reportedly going free-to-play. At least they're going to be looking into it based on how the free-to-play week that's happening next month is tracking, so we'll keep you guys posted on that. Splitgate launch has been delayed. Open beta will keep on going, and the official launch will be happening in August, and Neo The World Ends With You has gotten a launch trailer. That's going to wrap up this one. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.